Hello everybody and welcome to round one of the Stone Void Cube. I'm your host Jay Phillips, joined as always with Don Bowie and Patrick Collins.
Hello!
We're going to go ahead and start right into round one, where we're facing off my elf deck versus a Grim deck, I believe is what I'm up against. For those of you who don't know too much about Cube, it's a singleton format that we draft. If you guys want to see that process, we do have a video of me drafting. And yeah, you can watch me build a nice little elf deck.
That's how you cut
here.
decks. But yeah, there we go.
Let's see.
Oh, revealing it's Grim versus Elf. And you guys decide to not reveal them. There you go.
Yeah, this is us just joking around here, kind of showing each other what we got and talking about it. This isn't like a normal tournament setting here. This is definitely us just having fun at the store.
Oh, so you have that 2-drop elf in your hand, the 800, 600 that requires another elf, but you're going to cheat it in technically with your ruler being an elf too. So
yeah,
that's
pretty good solid cards here. I only took one down to get not a very good elf, but I'm starting off first here, and I'm going to tap and obviously get a Windstoned.
A Windstoned? I love getting Windstoned. It's so breezy in here.
Yeah, not the best turn one play here, just that little...
look at Cole's turn.
Oh, that's
He's got the what is
that moon thing?
Moonshade.
Is that Moonshade?
I don't believe so.
I thought it was Moon. I thought it was Moonveil or...
Yeah, Moonveil. It doesn't produce any color except for the Moon will, which unfortunately nothing casts for Moon will.
Yeah.
It's definitely a very lackluster turn one. You could possibly cast a colorless Resonator, but
I think he could still pitch.
Yeah,
he could still pitch, right, with that Moon.
Yeah.
Mana.
So here I get Gretel. And
you
ramp
already
up
got
already,
Gretel?
so yeah, this is me
gosh.
very aggressively going. This is us realizing that my ruler reveals stuff off the top of our library, so we both reveal the top card. I will let you guys know ahead of time.
Oh, he's pitching. Pitching Athos.
Yeah, so he's going to go ahead and search. This is where I, however, forget that we have to keep the cards revealed. I believe we end up forgetting about it completely.
Ooh, he's going
Valhalla
for Kai.
rulers are weird.
Yeah.
They're fun, though. They're so much fun.
Yeah, they're
I
interesting.
love the white ruler so much. He's so cool.
Yeah, I definitely didn't know much about this ruler going into it. We definitely know now that it's something that we have to keep up. But, yeah, we remember it for the first couple turns here.
Oh, and a little prince on top for Cole.
He looks like a pretty solid fairy tale deck.
He's pretty consistent.
This is very strong. Him missing that first turn with mana was really not that big of a deal since he was able to actually utilize it and end up getting part of his combo, which is going to be the Gerda and...
Gerda Kai combo.
Yeah, Gerda and Kai.
Combo breaker. Yeah, I mean, fairy tales. We came into this thinking fairy tales were going to be the most broken archetype. I mean, I wouldn't say they are. They're strong, but they're not...
They're definitely really
being broken.
Yeah, the ability to cast them for any colors is really what makes them powerful. It allows you to utilize your stones differently and makes it to where you don't have to worry about not getting the stones you need during draft.
I mean, Sylvia's good too. If you talk about that, it makes it easy to play red-green.
Right, but she doesn't tap for...
Oh, and Blazer is amazing as a ruler. Oh my gosh, just anything is red. Oh my god, that is so crazy.
Ruler.
Yes. Oh,
I haven't seen much play with him.
No, he's actually very awkwardly not in the cube right now.
He was in the pre-cube, and then somehow he got taken out of this final cube.
That's not on purpose. He's actually going back in there now.
Well, that's a good glare right there.
Yeah,
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. The camera angles on this aren't necessarily the best. I think that I put into play the...
I think that's the wolf on the far left.
Yeah, there's a
I have
wolf
no
on the
idea
far
what
left.
that first card you played.
I believe the first card that I play is the one that you sack unless you control an elf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The 8/6, 2 drops.
8/6,
yeah. The aggressive elf. That looks like that's what it is. Ooh, pitching Dorothy.
We didn't really check the camera angles too much before starting into the recording of this, so yeah, definitely very sorry about that, guys. It's something we'll take into consideration going
You guys like us anyways, so, who
I'll
cares?
put an overlay over them so you guys know.
Yeah. Overlay. We'll do that for you guys. And then, what could Cole be looking for? Is he looking for Gerda? Does he have Gerda in his
Possibly
hand
be a
already?
Gerda.
Yeah, he's definitely just looking for something that's.
Because you got a bored state, and he's just...
Oh, he actually pulls out Eye of the Pilot right there.
Eye of the Pilot. Oh,
So,
yeah, because he has little
interesting.
prints in his hand, so...
Yeah, it's a pretty good little 1-2 combo. Definitely keeps your life stable.
Yeah, just in case he goes down under pretty quickly. Let's see. So he's playing the all crazy stone deck. I mean,
Yeah,
I
he
guess
definitely
Split
is.
could be decent against Cole here. If I would have known,
Yeah.
maybe I would have drafted Split earlier.
We definitely see how strong, though, just a single colored deck, pulling out just nothing but your elves, can be something
Single
like this.
color's the way to go, I think, personally. Or at least that's a safe route to go to make a good, consistent deck, unless you got Blazer or Sylvia or Grim to kind of help with the, your colors and your consistency. But yeah, so he's just playing...
He's not that far behind. He has bigger
No,
creatures. Than
he
we do.
definitely comes back up really fast against me here. It wasn't like I was in the clear. I was able to get an early state, and he ends up pulling it back really fast, though.
Yeah. So
Being able to get what you need each turn really does help with Grim.
So Little Prince is currently a 6/6, and Fairy is currently a 6/6 also.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So those are pretty well done. So he takes the damage off of the.
Yeah,
of my
because you
little
can
creature here,
you
because I
can
can-
instant speed that evolution trigger if you wanted to.
Yeah, although that's still
and
underpowered.
And you do it
I do,
anyways.
yeah. So that's him going back to him talking about possibly blocking, I believe, is why we step back a second, and then I go back in and attack with the wolf.
And your target attacking Little Prince, and he
Yep.
blocks with the fairy. You guys trade. That's probably a good idea, because that prince can get huge in the cube. Oh my gosh, that thing's like normally a 12-12 or a 10-10 or whatever.
10-10.
It's definitely pretty consistently big. So can the little sprite there,
The
though.
fairy that got killed.
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
can get reasonably
I
big
think
if
Little
you're
Prince is a
fairies.
little more threatening personally than the fairy, than Tinkerbell.
Here I'm just trying to figure out what to attach that thing to. I attach it to the biggest thing I have just for the consistency.
Was that the dagger or is that the carpet?
That's the dagger that I
It's
throw
a
in
dagger
there.
to draw
Yeah.
a card. So you sack it to deal 300 damage?
Yes,
correct?
it does 300 damage when you sack it, which is pretty relevant.
You still have to pay 1 green, right? Kind of like the
one green.
the cat, that
Yeah.
familiar of Holy Wind. Yeah.
I'm just trying to bait some stuff out right here, though. I attack with the Gretel, and you see me use the dagger right away. 300 damage.
Oh,
this
and
is,
then you
I take both.
trade combo breaker.
Yeah, he didn't
Those
really
are
see
pretty
that
good.
one there, so it weakens down that creature, brings it to 200, which is base stats.
Look at
and-
Jay, he's so excited. His arms are moving so excitedly down the table. Yeah.
Hey, when you get something like that, sometimes you gotta miniature celebrates.
This is just a misplay on Cole's part.
Okay,
That was a really
I see
interesting
now. You
play.
guys aren't revealing your top card right now, so that was...
Yeah, this is us forgetting about my ruler completely. Like I said, I haven't ever played with the Valhalla rulers. I completely forget to upkeep that, which we definitely end up correcting that later on. But for
Dude,
right
there's
now,
that
it's a
Gerda
problem.
and that Kai's coming out next turn. I mean, that combo right there, he's gonna just hone in on something of yours and just destroy it, I bet.
Right.
You get an easy 12/12 for 3 mana.
Yeah, I do have the
pretty
better
good.
board position right now with an 8 attack and the 6 attack right here from this creature.
Yeah, he's taking some damage. We're using our magic dice to keep life.
Yeah, I believe right now he's down pretty far. It's
He's close to dying, probably. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, what's he playing?
so that's
That's your Christie.
no, that's the one that gets rid of the.
sorry,
Yeah, it gets rid of all of the abilities of your opponents. If you're playing Christie, which I'm not right now, so all it's doing is giving a buff of 400 to my creatures, and I believe we pack it in after that. Yeah, it's pretty much just game. So we move on to game 2, and
Yeah.
So yeah,
elves
you
are
just
pretty
swarm.
strong.
Yeah, elves just swarm in.
That +4/+4 to your board is brutal.
yeah.
I mean,
It's
it made a guy
permanent, so
concede,
it's
so
pretty
you know.
strong.
Yeah, are you just playing mono Windstones?
Yeah, I have pure windstones in here. It helps make sure that Gretel hits every single time. We're only playing 8 stones, so it's not really that I have to worry about it too much, but...
I wonder what Cole could be sighting into here. I mean, I don't think he has a sign or anything.
No, I think
like
I
that.
shuffle up exactly as was and go right back into this game, so... If he had anything, I don't remember him actually switching out anything.
Yeah, nothing too
Oh no, apparently he
surprising.
does. Yeah, you see him switching a few cards right there. But
getting ready for the next round. Oh, you
Showing
reveal
off
your
your
all
stones.
wins. Yeah, this
There you
is
go.
just because I was like, do you really want to shuffle my windstones? And yeah, I believe he declines to shuffle them as it's not really much of a point to it. Really being really relaxed with the rules, of course. Like I said, this isn't a really competitive game. It's definitely us just having fun here in the store.
Fun
I mean,
cube times.
the cube is amazing. The cube is just so much more fun than just anything else out there. Like, if you guys can, try and make a cube with your friends or local store or something, or come on by to Capitola and play with us. Oh,
That would definitely be fun.
yeah. Oh my god, that'd be great. But, whatever. Let's see here. Oh, you got your upside down cards. There you go. Okay. Get back up there.
So yeah, this is a pretty reasonable hand for me to keep here. I don't really think I have too many early drops, but it's... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I'm just tossing everything to the side here. So 3 down, and that's... You see Cole pitch a few here as well, as we're just trying to get the most consistent hands that we possibly can. Him being on the play is a little bit more terrifying.
Ooh, and you're playing with a ruler you actually know how to handle now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Christy
Christy.
is definitely a lot better when you're looking for an elf ruler.
And she works with Mila, I'm pretty sure the name is, and to get rid of those symbol skills.
Oh, yeah, that's the one that pumps. She also gets rid of all the symbol skills if you have Christy, so that's a solid choice. This is a good way to slow him down using the bow.
Yeah, bow's always great. Oh, that's too bad you don't have your 1-drop, though. And he's got his Trader Shangri-La for better
It's a
hand
great
consistency.
card. I'm really liking this card in Cube.
What, Trader Shangri-La?
Trader Shangri-La is like a mini R&R.
Yeah, that and
Without
the
the counters.
little bunny rabbit one, the soldier, both of those are really good cards to have because it keeps consistency coming.
Are
Also,
you talking about Alice's little scout?
no.
Oh, you're
The-
talking about the were-rabbit. Yeah.
Were-rabbit.
I think that puts it into your graveyard, though, where this guy puts it on
does.
the bottom of your deck. But yeah, the were-rabbit's actually really good for the Graveborn deck. I mean, blue-black Graveborn.
So I didn't have a turn 1 there, but I definitely come out pretty strong with the turn 2. Gretel, get a stone.
Of course.
Get prepared for in my next turn.
Did you draw? No,
No,
you did draw
I'm still
one
without a
last
1-drop,
time.
so I'm not really utilizing the mana as efficiently as I could be, but it's not like I'm facing a big threat right now. Also have the bow up in case he does want to come at me.
I mean, should you have maybe placed a threat or maybe some sort of more defense-heavy?
No, I mean, I can block for the 2 and then hit him with the bow, so even he'd have to have a better than Lancelot right now to actually do anything to me.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah,
Bow's
I really don't
strong
have
for
much.
the early aggro.
Yeah, I don't have much to fear right here. Also, I know late game I can spread out much wider. Also, if we do go into game 3, being on the play against Fairy Tales isn't all that terrifying for me. I'm definitely a lot faster.
Let's see. Playing the Kai because he knows.
Kai's going
Yeah,
first.
so that's Kai, and I know that he has the Gerda in hand, so this is something that a small problem for me, but like I said, I
You
should be
can
able to swarm
handle
out
it.
pretty wide for this.
Let's see here. What does that Force Stone do? Oh yeah, and then your Christy could just flip and kill the Kai too.
Right, yeah, I
realistically.
could definitely take out anything I need to at any time with Christy. That's also another reason to play her. She is one of the guaranteed removal for a deck, especially an elf deck that doesn't have removal. if you guys rewatched the draft video of me, I don't pick up any real removal outside of that.
Yeah, like how Don was questioning you not taking, what was it?
Beast Queen's counterattack.
Queen's counterattack.
It's a solid card to kill anything. Targets J-Rulers. So right there, you play the elf, the 6/8 for 2.
6, yeah. Because of your Christie's considered an elf. That old combo, elf combo, that's one of the scariest 2-drops to see come out in the
Yeah,
queue.
it's definitely the biggest one, and it's a card that I wish that we could see more in constructed play, but however, since it is limited to being with elves, that's not the necessarily strongest.
And we can only use Christie with her in our...
Right, which is like I said, is the better elf to do it with, but there's definitely better choices right now in the meta to go
I'm
with.
just saying you can't use the Valhalla ruler in
Yeah.
constructed, at least in the US.
Yeah, they
Unless
never
you're
ended up
going
printing those
super
for us.
limited or super limited, super extended. Yeah. So, there's the Gerda play, and then you counter it with your Zeeks, your
Dang,
first
that
pick.
play.
Yeah, so
There
that's
it goes.
coming back to save me a little bit, making sure that I don't
That
get
Kai
hit.
is stuck.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh whoa. Yeah. We got upset with right there with that counter spell, I guess. Oh, Witch's Dagger on Kai. That's a pretty good play, actually. So he can just sack his Kai to draw cards, I believe. Right? That's what Witch's Dagger does.
Yeah, Witch's Dagger taps, pay 2 blue, 2 colorless to kill something, or sack it to draw 3 cards.
Not bad.
That's a solid card.
Tinks out. Another 6/6 again.
Yeah.
Let's see, but you're getting pretty close here to just...
Yeah, I mean,
Popping,
knowing
I
that
would
he had the
believe.
Gerda in hand, I saved that counter spell, and there's a lot of things I'm playing around right now, kind of knowing his deck already before, since the first game, I kind of was able to play around a lot of things right now.
Yeah, and with Grim, he has to reveal most of his bomb cards as he plays them.
So, yeah, I tap Bow here for something. I think
You
that's... I
tried to
killed
kill the Witch's
Yeah, I killed the
Dagger.
Witch's Dagger, and so I lose both of the counters, which is fine at this state in the game. I'm pretty well set up against something, and he has to get rid of it to draw 3 cards, which is useful
We're
for
just
me.
going up.
Not bad. I mean, you made Tink, a 4/4 now?
Yeah,
So it can't successfully trade with your 8/6 elf.
no, it's actually a 6/6. I see. He has 2 other resonators besides it.
No, Trader of Shangri-La is not a.
Oh, it's not. It's
not a fairy tale.
Okay.
No, it's a human.
Okay.
Just
Well, then never
regular
mind.
old human Trader of Shangri-La is. Let's see. That guy's a counter already? Oh, because of the Witch's Dagger.
Yeah, Witch's
that's
Dagger
right.
came in and put that on there. But I definitely have the bigger, more aggressive creature right here, so I'm just gonna swing in for 8.
You have 5. I mean, there's got to be a behemoth or at least 2 pretty decent size elves coming out here.
Yeah, I'm able to play quite a bit with 5 stones out.
Yeah, we gotta read that
Sinbad.
card too. Oh, it is Sinbad.
Yeah, it's
Sinbad and Fruit.
got a heck
in
of a...
fruit. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
I go ahead and I take the draw here instead of replacing and dealing damage to something. There's nothing I could hit the trader, but I feel like getting a card is a little bit better right now.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you got a solid 4 or 5 cards in hand. You know, your card advantage is pretty strong right now.
Yeah, I go
I
ahead
mean,
and pass
Cole has a
turn
lot
on
of cards
back.
too, but your board presence is definitely just way better than his. And you took out his one of his more powerful combos. So, what the heck just happened?
I believe that is...
You flashed in your magic carpet and
Yeah.
you killed it with Sinbad's ability. Okay.
Yeah, so I held on. I knew that I had that in hand apparently, so that way I could take out things when it was more relevant. I have a heck of a board standing in front of him right now, and having Sinbad at flying, yeah, I have a pretty much dominant board right now.
I mean, let's see here. I mean, you guys don't get to see my deck today, but it was great. I had a green-black Monster Reborn deck. Everyone was so surprised that I was cast against Dawn, actually. I cast
Yogg
Sloth Off 4 times against Dawn.
Yeah, the way that these do end up working is we do 3 matches per day. There's 8 people drafting, and we end up following whoever is in the lead for the day. And we'll also be starting off each video for each week from here on out for a total of 6 videos, following the winner from the last week as well. So hopefully you guys get to see some really fun games that way.
Yeah, I mean, these games are all fun. Everything is cool. I mean, there's no no one really gets stomped super hard. I mean, you might get stomped one game, but then if you get to go first the next, then you usually tend to end up winning it. Usually.
Yeah.
I mean, you and Cole are having a pretty competitive match right now.
Right. And I
you
have this
got
giant
Hamlin.
piece of... Yeah.
Like, Hamlin's
Tele
gnarly.
Fairy Tale Hamlin, that's a great card.
Hamlin's pretty great. I have that giant piece of fruit, though, to block, which is pretty convenient.
You can just tap it down when he attacks, though, right?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm just saying the last attack that he had, I was able to block with that piece of fruit. Yeah, Hamlin is a bit of a problem. I don't remember how I end up handling it in this. Luckily, I don't remember much of me actually playing through here, so you guys are watching this almost for, like, with us for the first time as well.
The Virgin Voyage.
Yeah.
Oh, you're thinking about flipping that Christie to get rid of that Hamlin.
That's actually probably what I end up doing here. Now, trying to remember what I was doing here. That's a sure way of getting rid of something at the end of turn. It destroys anything that is a
non-elf?
Human,
non-human? Non-elf?
Vampire?
Something?
No,
No, it definitely
yeah.
kills a vampire. I think it flips for free if there's a
Yeah,
vampire.
you flip for free if you have an immortal, a vampire, or something else on your opponent's side of the
I think
field.
a dragon? Could
Yeah.
be wrong. Werewolf.
So,
werewolf.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a werewolf. And so this is a optimal time right here. You do see me go ahead and just decide to flip.
Yeah, Hamlin's one of his bigger bombs.
Yeah.
So
If I didn't have Christie right here, I would definitely be losing this game. Hamlin can quickly shut down an entire board and take back a game that you otherwise wouldn't be able to win. Or, I mean, yeah, it brings you back from
you're
losing.
attacking with your flying Sinbad here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't kill Hamlin until the end of turn, so that's why you see me attack with a flyer here. I don't want to get lose a creature for no reason. But he does lose that at the end of turn, so we go ahead and move on back to his turn and see if he can draw back out of this somehow.
I always find it so funny that Grim just keeps tapping for stones. It's so great. He might be worth playing more than 8 stones with Grim.
Yeah, he's pretty efficient being able to just not needing to flip with him. He does everything he needs to. And he goes ahead and gets the Eye of the Pilot again, which is a good card to seek out right now.
Isn't Little Prince dead already, though?
I don't
believe
think he's
so.
played it this game right now, so I think he's pretty safe on it. If he goes ahead and goes and gets it, it will keep him stabilized for most of the game. Something that I'll actually have to worry about.
Yeah, gaining 1,000 life is a big deal.
Yeah.
Especially in limited environment. Like, that's a big chunk of your life.
It definitely helps against the early aggro players. Like, low drops, then stabilizing your board with a bigger presence. Definitely beats out rush
There's Little
aggro
Prince.
decks.
Yeah, the life gain. Yeah. Life gain is so strong in the cube, like you wouldn't think it, but oh my gosh, life gain is crazy.
I wouldn't say most life gain is that good. Like
Yeah.
Vlad or...
Vlad is very much...
Well, my mono white deck was great.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but my white deck, oh my god. Sign me up for a piece of that. Am I right? Mono white guys? Yeah?
No. But there is like the Wanderer, Alice the Wanderer, she gives you a lot of life. Things like that are very strong when you gain them all in one chunk. I've seen Eye the Pilot and Little Prince do work if you're able to get them in conjunction with each other. However, I think I was able to handle the Eye the Pilot first in this because it is tapped.
Wait, I have the pilot?
Yeah, Eye the Pilot, I believe
He's
I'm
not
able
tapped.
to... Oh, he's not tapped right now, but I remember at some
Your
point being
Tink-
able to
his
deal
Tink
with
is
this
tapped.
easier, yeah.
Tink is pretty huge right now. It's an 8/8, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes it is.
But he's got a Christie with an Excalibur. Jay does.
Is that a...
So,
Yeah.
what are you looking at?
The Bind of Gravity that he had placed on my
Your
creature.
8/6er?
Yeah, that actually, I remember that slowing me down a little bit there.
So, I'm kind of confused on Bind of Gravity. Is it the person who controls the card can pay 3 to
Yes.
untap it? Oh my
Yes.
gosh. So it's just a hard tap then.
It's a hard tap against your opponent, but you can place it on your own creature to actually combo off and attack multiple times in turn
Yeah.
if you really want to try and spend the mana doing that.
That sounds so fun.
That seems like... Dang.
This is why Cube is so good. Like, you're going to play with cards that can't be used
you
in
never
a
see...
standard environment.
And then you
Yeah.
realize the power.
Yeah, we've seen Bind of Gravity before a long time ago back in the days of Grimm. However, ever since SKL came out, we really haven't seen much of it since then.
Yeah, I mean, there's better stuff out there for 1 mana. I mean, black is not the strongest right now. It probably will be when Primogenitor comes out, but...
Well, it is a pretty solid one drop removal even now, but here you see me trying to...
Flying that tank.
Yeah, I'm flying in, just trying to remove some stuff.
Ooh, the beastly attack.
Yeah,
that's
using
a
it as
solid
a
12
removal.
damage to the face. And now his little prince. Did little prince get knocked out? No, he's got the Tin Man.
This is getting me a lot closer to shutting him out without him being able to respond with those life gain cards.
Oh, you're thinking about playing Glenda, it looked like.
Yeah, I think I'd...
Yeah, there's not really a reason to not to. This
allows
me to...
unblockable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have held it out for next turn, but since Sinbad's already flying, there's not too much of a reason to do it now. This just helps protect me a little bit on
for
his turn.
sacking for a counter or something.
It makes him play slightly differently, although we have a lot of mana at this point in time. I don't really think it's too big of a problem.
It's counter unless you pay 1, right?
Two.
Pay 2.
Pay 2.
And it's only normal spells, not non-resonator spells. But yeah, Glinda is such a beautiful card. I love the Wizard of Oz lore and just that card unblockable. I think that's like the only unblockable there is.
It gives another creature unblockable when it enters battlefield.
Yeah.
I don't really think there's anything else that works exactly like that way, except for the Gorgon.
Yeah, Medusa,
yeah.
Pseudo unblockables.
Yeah, Medusa's pretty great, but I don't know. And then the fruit just took one for the team with that Eye of the Pilot, I guess.
Yeah, just making sure I don't take too much damage in this match. I don't believe I've taken much so far.
I'm pretty sure Cole's down quite a bit here. But, I mean, you're playing with your 2 cards.
Yeah, I'm just fidgeting over here, kind of thinking what to do. My Christie is still flipped, I believe, and I have I've been attacking with her, and she has the...
House of the Old Man. That means any of his stones can be tapped for any color, correct?
Right, which is already really not too much of a problem for his deck. It's a card that sometimes you need to play just as a slot filler. Mm-hmm. But in the right deck, sometimes it's definitely super important. I know Rewrite Law sometimes is exactly what you need for certain matchups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but House of the Old Man could be pretty crazy in that Alice the Wanderer deck, though. I mean...
Yeah,
just have all your mono blue stones, but then they all produce whatever color you want at any time.
Yeah, but if you don't draw that, then you're kind of screwed.
I mean, drawing a card off of Alice flipping with 1 blue mana is pretty decent. There's could be better things played, but
yeah, I've tried that deck a few times. I end up trying to go more green with the Rewrite Laws, but right here we see him flashing in Almer. I believe it's Almeria. Yeah, so she will remove something from the game when it attacks, which is a great way to get rid of my Sinbad right here, as I've already declared the attack and he flashed it in response. It looks like I do have an answer to it with something here.
Maybe not.
I think you're faking out. You usually do that sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I try to fake out my opponent, but honestly, if they're already played something, there's nothing I can fake out from it. I think I just you see,
mind
go straight to
games.
the exiled right now. I might have had a feasting in hand. This might be what I was tapping for.
Yeah, but he's got so much mana. It's kind of like
I might have been joking or realized that and wasn't able to do much about it. So he actually just keeps blocking with his other creatures other than the prince right now, even though that could gain him more life.
How could it gain it more life?
When it dies with Eye of the Pilot out on the field, you actually gain life off that.
I thought Eye of the Pilot was when Little Prince enters.
No, it's when Little Prince dies, you gain life. Also, it's when Little Prince enters the battlefield, you gain life.
When you have less
than 1,000.
Okay.
So right there, sorry about the glare again, guys. I can't really see what that card is too well. But definitely putting out more threats for him to deal with is going to be much more of a problem.
Maybe it's Chris, Didn't you tap 3? Or did you tap all 5?
If I tapped all 5, then that would be
probably Behemoth.
Yeah.
Which would be pretty good. Like, if he has no removal for Behemoth, then you win.
Yeah, I mean, you see Cole kind of leaning in here, looking at my board state. This might just be the end of the game right here. As, if it is a Behemoth, there's not much he can do.
If it is, if you even.
Yeah.
I love how we're talking about if it's ifs.
Yeah, whatever it is definitely a bigger card.
Oh, jeez.
Hopefully we'll get a better image of it here in just a second.
What's he looking for? Looking for removal. Okay, Cole, come on. You can do it. Come on,
Yeah,
Cole.
he's digging here. He's looking with that ability that you have on Grim. There isn't really much I can think of that he could possibly have, except for maybe an Etna, the Snow Queen, to really tap down my board again.
He already used
Etna
his
would be great.
Lancelot. Or, sorry, not Lancelot. Hamlin.
Hamlin, yeah. So right now, I don't really remember too many fairy tales that you can throw out at this point of the game to really shut down your opponent.
Yeah, I guess it's really just the Etna. Or if he's he's playing a bunch of colors. He could have Stoning, potentially. But...
Yeah, there's a lot of things he could possibly have here, so I'm definitely not in the clear. Who really knows? Let's see.
Ooh, Narcothep.
Ooh, Narcothep. So
taking away your
my
big feasting.
So yeah, so when I was tapping down earlier, I was looking at big feasting to possibly play. So that was definitely in my hand at the time. Him able to get that out of my hand is pretty good, but it's not going to be countering anything this late in the game, anyways.
Oh, you didn't use Alice's enter ability. That's interesting.
To look at the top 5.
Yeah, look at
the
top
10.
5.
Oh, so
Is
yeah,
it a
I think
ability?
no. So it's actually an awaken ability, and
it is.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and he already had the one of the
Tin Man.
Yeah, the Tin Man out, and he wasn't playing the other two right now.
Oh, okay.
Which we've seen actually be a really aggressive force in Cube if you're able to get all 3 of them and kind of just go quickly at your opponent.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Let's see here. What do you got, Jay?
Yeah, hopefully drawn into something. He did take that elf away from me, so...
Yeah, Cole does have card advantage. I'm pretty sure he's 3 above you, and you just top decking at this point.
Yeah, I'm top decking, but I do have a really strong ruler still for him to deal with.
Yeah, but he does have the blockers.
Yeah.
He's got 4 bodies that can block.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious. I don't remember how this game plays out too well, so hopefully we see something here start changing on the board.
So blocking.
I think that's just your little exorcist elf. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, it might be. Whatever it was, it bounced off of...
That is the dragon.
Oh, yeah, so the dragon. So what just went to the yard?
Your exorcist
elf. Yeah, it was
elf.
the exorcist elf. So yeah, I used the dragon to pump and force the trade through right there. That's actually what the dragon does. Besides helping you find a stone to put on top, which all mine are wind stones, so I really have him in here just for the bounce.
Genie. You're bouncing.
So this is me
8/6.
getting my
This is
card
the
back.
comeback.
Yeah, this is getting rid of that binding of gravity, which was a huge problem. Put everything back into play.
That's a good play.
Yeah.
And Cole is currently just chump blocking your J ruler because he doesn't want to kill it because he can give it imperishable with Excalibur and bring it back and kill his stuff.
Yeah, the reflip on that would be pretty devastating for him, so he's not really able to answer that right now. And getting my elf back as well as the dragon for a pump if needed with 1,000 as that genie really set me in a strong board state at this point. Coming back from this, I think I end up taking this one, but like I said, we'll have to see how this game plays out to really know that for sure.
Yeah, this singleton format's very unforgiving. I mean,
That is
you
a
know there's only
Necronomicon.
one. You know there's only one Death Scythe in the whole
Right.
cube. So, and it does. I don't think Cole has it, so that's why he's so hesitant to.
It's pretty
kill
safe
your-
to play straight into things in this. You don't have to worry about assigning to the future all the time, and even when it does happen, you know it's only once per.
And then you know they have it.
And
then you
you're
can
able to
play around it. You know,
Exactly.
It's not the hardest thing to play around.
Yeah, so being aggressive as you can in this format is pretty useful for you. You really don't have to worry about too much.
Yeah, I mean, Jay is normally a guy who likes to have a full hand, but right now you can see he has an empty hand, so...
Yeah, I'm just going to town here. He does get Bind with Gravity back, it looks like, and he
From
taps
the-
down...
From
Ne-
Necronomicon.
Yeah, Necronomicon. So yeah, he's able to just play that on me and...
Whoa!
Yeah, a little time jump there. Sorry about that, guys.
He's looking through his graveyard. Oh,
Seeing
jeez.
if he can play any other things.
I mean, I would assume Hamlin would want to come out, right?
Tinkerbell comes
Yeah,
back.
this is pretty solid. Getting Necronomicon against me means that, yeah, all of those threats that I had spent so much time dealing with, he is able to get back in a few turns.
Ooh.
This is a pretty devastating setup against me for sure.
That's a lot going on.
So he doesn't even care. He's gonna swing at Christie.
Yeah, this is him trying to take out my ruler again, so...
Thinking about it. What do we do? Oh my
He's
god.
debating if he should block or
Yeah.
sack Excalibur to give it imperishable.
So yeah, guys, this is definitely me really trying to figure out how, or remember what I actually did here, guys. It's funny how you can play a game and then not remember what you've done.
Then you're eating the counters for Gerda, and then you're flying
There you
over
go.
everything, and then trading, I'm assuming.
Nope, yeah, he doesn't want to do that right now. It looks like he wants to test out the water with a little bit of everything else first.
Yeah.
Smashing in with Little Prince is a pretty good choice, as I don't have anything that can effectively block it. So I pump
him
up
for
my ruler.
2+2+2.
Right.
What is her
I
current
believe this
base
is
power?
me and him going over the power and toughness of it. I think he might have had the power and toughness off on this. And this might be a suicide attacking to my ruler.
He's still
Yeah.
a 10/10 because there's a 1 and a 3 drop. Correct.
Yeah, the
Is there a
prince is a
3-drop?
10. The prince
Yeah.
is a 10/10.
Yeah, which pumping my ruler up here might have...
Is
put
Christie 1,000,000?
it- yeah, I'm not remembering off the top of my head right now. But yeah, right there you do see me pull it off the board, and he has to swing in with the next one. But I just sack the Excalibur and give it imperishable. So that deals with 2 of his creatures right there, and 2 of the more problematic ones for me. And I'm able to then again flip my ruler again.
He did gain a bit of life off of Little Prince, so he can survive some rounds.
Right.
Yeah, but that little prince is never coming back with Necronomicon on the field, so you really don't have to worry about that happening again.
Yeah,
But-
and you're flipping again, killing another creature. Just solid, strong play.
Ooh, I have the pilot. Don't
Yeah.
call it a comeback. Been here for years. But yeah, that reflipping of Christie is pretty devastating for sure. He's still at the dragon and the elf and all these other things.
Yeah.
And now he's down to just a Tink and a Trader of Shangri-La. This is what
Right back to
deja
where we started
vu,
from,
right?
yeah. This is him building a huge board and me just coming right back on top of it.
You didn't even play very many things to come back on top. Like,
No, luckily, having imperishable is really strong ability in the cube.
Yeah, I think that misplay on the attacking with the little prince probably hurt him the most.
Right.
Did he misplay?
Well, he thought it
well,
was bigger, I think.
Yeah, his needing to trade 2 for 1 is a big problem, especially since I didn't lose it permanently, which then me kills another creature, so it ends up being a 3-for-1 on my,
Yeah. I mean, he did get the life gain off of it.
Yeah.
It could be stabilizing him.
Yeah. And then that Haster just took away your dragon, your non-flyer dragon.
Right. But I was able to pump up my elf here just to make sure it's protecting, and also it's a good blocker, which really forces the him to probably pass here in just a second, which
Scoops.
Yep. Yeah,
that's
he
a
just
game.
scoops there. Yeah, I've got a pretty strong board against him. It's give him back his minor gravity there. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching this round. We'll be back with the next round. I'll be moving on, facing whoever was in the next up slot. So thank you guys for watching.
That's gonna be me.